We there?
We there? Yes!
Hey, let's go.
Hello, beautiful people. Happy Monday. My name is Xaye Faith. I am the business friend, and this is Devann the connector. He is uh, the connector. And today, y'all, first of all, we want to say happy Monday, happy 2023. And we're going to be talking about our pivot and just really let y'all know like the direction we're going in and just this next adventure of our career and our life. And so we're super excited to catch up with you. Hey Naisha. So with that
Hey,
being
Naisha.
said, one of my favorite words, and I feel like I've used it a lot since I've become a business owner, is pivot. Pivot, pivot, pivot. We need to pivot. We need to pivot. We need to pivot. Like that is one of my words. And so it reminds me of this quote that I heard Jim Rohn say. And hold on, pause. If y'all are wondering, like, why do they both have headphones, y'all? We so ghetto, but we sophisticated because we are on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, but we wanted to both be live at the same time instead of one person live. Like, we want to make sure we are being super effective. But eventually, we'll figure all this tech stuff out. But that's the beauty of practicing and just kind of going with the flow. You just, you do what works and you figure it out later. But
Exactly.
Jim Rohn, he has a quote, and pretty much in the quote he says you are not a tree, so move. If there are things, excuse me, if there are things that aren't working in your life, or if it's just you see expansion in your life and business, you can move because being human beings is like one of the greatest gifts on this planet. And so we don't have to, well, we don't get to just wait for somebody to come save us. Like that's not how life works. We get to be proactive in our life, and we get to really control our future. And so, Devann and I, we've been doing a lot of work over these past few years, actually. But last year, we actually got a lot of clarity. And I'm actually curious, how did you find us? We're curious. How did you find us? So let us know in the comment if it was on your feed, if it was we met each other in real life, or if you saw us on somebody else's page and then you followed us and we followed each other. So definitely let us know how do we know you? Because we've done like a lot of campaigns, we've done a lot of different events, and so yeah, we're kind of curious. Kind of want to take a survey on how we know you. But with that being said, the title of this is called "We Are Pivoting. Are You In?" So one major reason why a lot of people may know us is because Devann and I, um we started entrepreneurship with we were actually partnered with another company, and it was just the greatest business decision to make, because we got so much experience, so much practice, so many relationships. We were able to help so many people because we were able to leverage this company, like. And so that was like our introduction. So early in the beginning of our career, we saw the power of partnerships. We saw how value it is to work with either another company or work with another entrepreneur, in order to leverage our strengths. So after just doing that, we've helped so many people in their health journey, whether it was losing weight, having more focus, having more energy, helping people improve their sleep, having people have better skin. We've had our own testimonials, as well. And so it's just been an incredible journey. And before you jump ahead, we still, of course, are going to be providing those services, but a lot of our content is going to shift to where you would just have to go to the link in our bio. So right now, if you need more focus, I know it is the beginning of the year, and if you need more focus, definitely go. Actually, we probably got to update our bio. I know I got to update my bio, but definitely by the end of this week, we are going to update our bio. So if you need more focus, more energy, if you want to improve better sleep, definitely go to the link in our bio, because that's how you are you still can have access to the products and services that we through our partnerships. Like, we're still going to do that. But when we were talking, we were like, with everything that we have, we started to take inventory not only on ourselves, but also with, where are we getting our results, and where are we most impactful. And so, one of our goals is to have mastery. We want to have mastery in our life, in our business, and so, when we looked at all the things that we're super good at, and we realized that we are super good at speaking and relationships, and just so many different things. We've done exercises, and we're going to continue to do it just to fine tune even in the future. But when we looked at our strengths, we said, man, we would be really, really impactful, really effective, working with other entrepreneurs and helping them see the value of joint venture partnerships. Excuse me, y'all, I just had lunch. I'm so sorry. And so when we looked at our strengths, we were like, man, we could really help a lot of people, become more effective in this areas based on our personal strengths. And we can just have a lot of impact, working with other entrepreneurs in business, like building out, helping them with their business structures with joint venture partnerships. Also, when we were thinking about what do we want to be masterful at, again, it was more so working deep in entrepreneurship and not health. Of course, we like health, that's our lifestyle. Like, we value health, we value, feeling good, looking good, having optimum health. So again, if you want that information, you still can reach out to us about it. But when we were like, okay, now it's time for us to start creating our own, our programs and our courses and stuff. What do we want to do? And we realized that we really want to go deep on helping other entrepreneurs. So with that being said, I'm going to transition over to Devann. If you have anything to add, but that's ultimately, I mean, in a nutshell, what we mean by when we say we are pivoting. And we want to know if you're in, because, we have so many, we've helped so many people, have better focus, have better energy, improve their sleep. And we don't, and you're going to be seeing our content change. So we don't want you to think like, oh, like, first of all, we don't want you to be confused, because you still can get access to those products to help you with your focus, your energy, your mood, your sleep. But a lot of our content is going to be shifted towards entrepreneurs who are looking to joint venture with other entrepreneurs. And so, because collaboration is key. So if you are an entrepreneur, definitely drop entrepreneur in the comments. We want to know. But if you are just here for optimum health and you're like, man, girl, I need to get my energy up, or I need better focus, go ahead and drop optimum health, and we just kind of want to see, we want to take survey and see like where our people, who we are, like who do we like, who are other entrepreneurs we can connect with and work with. And then also, like, if there are just people who like they still need they still going after their health goals, like how can we best serve you, right? Because we definitely don't want the relationship to end. We want to continue to be able to either point you and refer you to somebody else, or definitely just give you as much value as we possibly can. So Devann, we are pivoting. Are you in? What comes up for you?
Well, they're definitely not lunch.
I'm over here like
no, but real talk. So we've pivoted in terms of entrepreneurship. We ask ourselves like, why? And that's because entrepreneurship, like, it really delves into every aspect of our lives, and it fits our vision. And what is that? Our vision is to create a life of total freedom and to help others do that as well. And to cover all those bases around that, we have to venture into entrepreneurship and venture into a way where it's holistic and it's creating like a win-win situation. And that's why our focus is really on joint venture partnerships, because that's what allows us to create a win-win situation, like with other people, with other business partners, with other entrepreneurs, with the common goal and we get to use one of our greatest assets, which is creativity. We get to own our own. We get to um, generate, like, literally take one idea and make it ours, and just make it what don't need any. We use tools, we use resources, but we get to do it ourselves. We get to take back our power, and we get to do it with people who are not only like-minded, but people who want to be more productive, people who want to within their performance, within their efficiency, within their profitability in their business. And that's something that is just gonna, I think it's gonna help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Just by knowing that it can be done. Like, have you ever heard that acrostic where it says, "Together, everyone achieves more." That team.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in, like, literally in this kind of economy, not in just the economy, but in the world right now, unity is needed.
Yeah.
In the business world, unity is needed. Like, we don't need no competition. We need co-opetition. That is cooperating together with having a competitive advantage, or like literally cooperating with companies that are thriving, and cooperating with each other to thrive. You see, and literally, I mean, collaboration's currency. And one thing that a lot of us is missing, like, especially, is leverage. That's like a lot of us are missing that, and sometimes we don't give ourselves the opportunity to even evolve with the times as well, because we're moving into a time where, like, the future of entrepreneurship is getting crazy. Like, I'm very excited, because I'm keeping track with the trends, and for those who tap in with us, guys, we'll get some updates on what's going on as well with that and within the space. And this is something that excites me. And one thing I do know is, with our focus being joint venture partnerships, our brand is around leadership. It's around wellness. It's around mindset. It's around, like, literally total freedom, because that's our company, Total Freedom Ventures. And literally, we're here to literally venture out and venture with like-minded entrepreneurs that want more from life. You know, that know that there's limitless possibilities. And joint venture partnerships allow you to create those limitless possibilities. Like, it allows you to be flexible. You know, it allows you to operate with a high level of, like, character as well. And really, for me, it's like just the act of us doing it has really improved our personal development.
Oh yeah, we just finished
that's the
one
crazy
like
part.
a week ago. We just finished one.
Yeah, because it's not like idle. We're all in it. You know what I mean? Everyone plays a part.
Yeah, and because and so, man, we ain't even gonna go too deep, because whenever we roll it out, y'all gonna be like, oh man, this is so good. So again, if you're an entrepreneur, definitely, like I said, our focus is really going deep on how to maximize your business through joint venture partnerships. And so, I mean, when you're working in your business, and you're working based on your strengths, and you collaborate with other people based on their strengths, like, it's been beautiful. Like, even like the joint venture we just did last week, like, there were parts that I was really good at, and I got to show up and just shine in my part, but everything was taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody had their role, and it turned out to be an incredible event. People really enjoyed it. The attendees loved it. And so, leveraging, like, that's what you said, leveraging, operating off your strength to have the maximum impact for your customers and your clients. And that's ultimately, like, serving, the highest quality experience to our clients and our customers and our, So that's the pivot, y'all. We ain't gonna keep like going in, but like
Yeah,
we
we can get
said,
into it for a
like
while. But
yeah, like so. I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, definitely let us know. Man, first of all, if you're watching this point blank period, let us know how we know you. Like that's number one. We want to know, like, okay, comment in the comments below.
yeah, comment below.
Number two, if you're an entrepreneur, drop joint JVP, because we're just curious to see like who are our entrepreneurs. And then if you are not an entrepreneur and you met us through improving your health and you still are on your health journey and you want better focus, energy, mood, sleep, definitely let us know and drop optimum health, so that way we can just kind of see who you are, and so we can make sure we are serving you and giving you a content. Because if we have a whole bunch of entrepreneurs who want to maximize joint ventures, then we're going to decrease the amount of health content that we're putting out, you know what I mean? But then if we have a whole bunch of people who met us through improving optimum health, then we know we got some work to do. Maybe it's time for us to do a new page. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But with that being said, man, y'all, like I said, Jim Rohn said, "You are not a tree. You are not a tree. You can move. We are humans. They say the highest form of creation, right? And so, we have the ability to think, and we have, the ability to follow our heart, our goals, our dreams. And so, let's honor the source and just go after what's inside of us. So, if you change your mind, like trust that, you know what I mean? But the thing is, and that's what Devann and I were saying, like even with us making this decision, like this is something we've been working on. We're super excited. We've even been doing it before, like everything is totally complete. But we get to be mastery in this area of our life. Like when we weighed like the pros and cons and we really thought about it, we were like, man, like we can go deep on this. I feel like with the health industry for me, and Devann is more into health than me, but I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Like, I want to have I want to achieve mastery, right? And whenever I was looking at health, I'm like, there's only so much I'm gonna go deep. I'm just be real. Can I be real? Like I know for me, the next level would have been me like becoming a doctor or something, and that's not something I want to do. Like me personally, I feel like I have tools, I have resources, and I can share the experience with you, but I didn't want to take it to the next step and become a doctor and have a building and do all. That's me, right? So I'm like, okay, if I want to get to the next level in my career, do I want to go deep and help entrepreneurs, or do I want to go and get a degree and be a doctor or certificate or whatever, and to be like a health practitioner? And I didn't want that for my life. So in order for me to, I didn't feel like that's where I would best serve. So I mean, I actually had a respiratory therapist certification, but I let that go. Like I'm leaving that in the past. That's not what I want to go deep on. I really love business. I really love working with other entrepreneurs, and so that's and then just listening to the band and based on what he's doing, and just like the answers are there when we really like pay attention to our life, when we look, and reflect on everything we've come through, the answers are there. And so we're just trusting that, and we're just pivoting. But like I said, like if you've had our products and services and you love them, you still can get them from us. If you want better focus, energy, sleep, or whatever, you still can get them from us. However, we are going to definitely be putting out a lot of content to help entrepreneurs optimize in their business.
Yeah, and also, like, especially that's what the reason why we also add that element is because we get to optimize our business, but we also get to optimize ourselves. And so that's why we include it, because entrepreneurs need it,
and it's all about not being comfortable, not being complacent, like challenging ourselves as well. Yep. So we want to know, again, if you're an entrepreneur, drop JVP. We want to know who you are. If you met us through our health challenges or our content about health, drop Optimum Health. We just want to know who you are. But all in all, the last question we want to ask you is, what are you pivoting from? Because in order to get to the next level, you have to release something in order to gain something, right? So we're curious, like going into, we're at the top of the new year. Like, what are you releasing? What are you pivoting? What are you going from in this moment in your life? And y'all, like, this is our year. We get to go all out. We get to strive towards mastery, right? We get to, practice and play and explore in life. So that's all we have for y'all. Let us know what are you pivoting to, and we will see you in the next video.
Yes. Take care, everyone. Let's go. Let's reach our maximum potential.